She Came from the Sea, The Female on the Road, a visual essay by Alina Hernandez. In this visual essay, I intend to explore the ways in which female identity is constructed and articulated in films featuring female figures on the road. In this task, I aim to examine how the departure from home in the road movie narrative reshapes and resituates the female image. Throughout this essay, I will focus on 3 road movies and their female protagonists. These will include Agnes Varda's Vagabond from 1985, Alfonso Cuarón's Y Tu Mamá También from 2001, and most recently Andrea Arnold's American Honey from 2016. Female filmic identity is compromised in the road movie as it inherently involves a departure from home. In classical narrative cinema, female identity is often intrinsically tied to the space of the home. As Molly Haskell points out, there are 2 essential female archetypes associated with classical cinema. There is the woman to be revered, also known as the virgin, whose existence and duties lie within the maintenance and security of the home, and there is the woman to be reviled, or the whore, who poses a threat to the security of the home and most often must be destroyed. But what happens when the space of the home is removed completely, and a female protagonist is placed within the space of possibility that is associated with the road movie? The road movie as a genre often implies a theme of self-discovery. It is expected that the road will lead to some revelatory experience or event. However, the experiences of Mona from Vagabond, Luisa from Y Tu Mamá También, and Star from American Honey do not have easily defined trajectories in their road movie narratives. Instead, they exist more so on the level of a flâneuse or wanderer, purely in need of change and movement. While the existence of a flâneuse makes identity an issue not easily defined, these films bear strong similarities in the way they depict their female wanderers. All 3 women are repeatedly associated with naturalistic, earthy imagery. In Vagabond, it is uncertain where Mona's home lies. However, it is rumored that she came from the sea, and the film constantly situates her in naturalistic landscapes as she moves from location to location, living out of her tent. Luisa also has an affliction with the sea and is depicted in her coastal landscape, either indulging in the water or acting as a motherly figure to children she meets on the beach. Star also maintains a strong connection with the natural world, as the film features many moments of her rescuing or engaging with animals. In addition, all of Star's sexual encounters throughout the film take place outdoors, surrounded by lush greenery. As all 3 women's stories come to a close, they end up spending their final moments in the elements. Luisa is last seen in the ocean, and the narrator explains to us that she spent her last days exploring coves of the Mexican coastline before succumbing to cancer. Mona, weary and covered in mud and wine, trips into a ditch in a vineyard and succumbs to the cold. Star's final moments do not involve her death, but rather her imagery is associated with a rebirth as she enters and finally emerges from a pond. The female road movie provides an opportunity for a kind of counter-cinema and reconstruction of feminine identities, ultimately, a rejection of the domestic realm as the innate space of the woman. In rejecting this classical archetype, the films addressed here all draw heavily on female connection to the environment and the notion of a physical transcendence in nature.